Hey, what's up, guys? It's day 119, and I'm talking about the journey. And this was inspired by a quote that I believe was around in the 60s, and it's something along the lines of becoming is better than being. Meaning that the journey of how you get to where you want to go is actually what makes being there so worth it and feel so good. Because I like to think of it as if you had a goal, like I literally just shared with my friends here. I have Lisa and Jeff and Kim, that if you wanted to be even just like a famous DJ and you had somebody who had the power to be like, okay, cool, here, now you're a famous DJ, it's not gonna feel the same if you were somebody who DJ'd in like your bedroom at your parents' house and you grinded for years and then you worked house parties and then you worked up to, whatever, gigs here and there and $100 a night, blah, 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 until one day you literally are hitting big stages and like living your ultimate dream. Like the grind to get there and the becoming was really like the goal. Like that's what makes it feel so much better. So I asked my friends here to share either something, whatever comes to their mind. So this is Kim. Hi. And Kim, share a journey either that you're on or whatever is in your heart.
I'd say I'm definitely still on my journey, more so to becoming just an independent person and just thinking independently. I moved across the country by myself and just trying to like learn who I am and what direction I want to take my life in, and I'm honestly loving the process and I'm learning a lot about myself. So I'm excited for the destination, but the journey is definitely really humbling and I'm just growing and learning a lot. So.
And what I love with Kim is that, let's see if I can squeeze you in here, is that she's like blogging her journey. Like she has this little 360 thingy, and that's a part of like her thing is sharing her journey. So it's cool. So you guys, I'll tag her and you guys can follow her because she's Kim Possible, doing all the possibilities. And this is Jeff.
Hello.
Share a journey with us.
So I am still on my journey as well. It's a weight loss journey. I started about a year and a half ago, truly doing it. I've so far lost 75 pounds. Yeah. I stopped drinking soda actually a little over 2 years ago as just a start, and then I started doing the keto thing about a year and a half ago. And I've done that. And I'm still doing it, trying to go for another 75.
Woo-hoo.
And I've also very slack on keeping up with, I guess, cataloging my journey. I have an Instagram that I use as well. I don't update it as much as I should, but that kind of keeps me in check and tries to inspire others and get inspired by others.
Yeah. How do you feel about yourself, the fact that you were able to create losing 75 pounds?
It was amazing. I didn't really think I could do it. I'd tried multiple times in my life to do it, and I've always been a bigger guy, and it started at my sister's wedding, and we were taking photos, and I saw the photos, and I was like, man, I was pretty disgusted with myself. So I decided to make a change, and it's great. I've lost 10 pant sizes.
That's crazy.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then what's your next journey? Like, what's your next goal?
So I want to lose another 75 pounds. So that's one of my current journeys. Also just quest for happiness, trying to find new work and to do what I truly want to do in life. So yeah, doing that. It's a process, but it's happening.
Yeah, I love it. Well, we celebrate you because that's freaking awesome.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yay!
Go Jeffifa!
Yes, and then Lisa, share with us something.
The journey that comes to my mind is my journey for self-love, which actually has been something that runs very deep within myself. I tend to be a person where my negative self-talk literally manifested physically onto my body in numerous ways throughout my life once I look back, but in a big way about 3.5 or 4 years ago through a crazy skin rash all over my body. And I have spent that time not only working on my physical health with food and exercise and different natural products that I use, but also my mental health. Because no matter what I was doing physically at that time, I was continuing to have these crazy symptoms that was really debilitating and hard as a performer because we're shown in such a physical light with just constantly being on camera or on a stage in front of thousands of people, and literally my skin was covered in a rash from head to toe, and I was on stage, and I'd come off stage and people would ask me, "What's wrong with you?" And I'd be like, "Oh my God, if I have to explain this one more time." But what I realized is that I was having such negative self-talk that I was manifesting this onto myself physically. So my journey has been working on my mental and self-love and self-talk. So I encourage everyone to really love yourself. And I actually got this from Lizzie last year of when I wake up in the morning, I look out my window and I say, "Thank you, universe, for another amazing day." And I just give myself a big hug like this. And I can't tell you how much of a difference that makes. I also then go into like a series of affirmations that really helps adjust my mood no matter what it is when I wake up. And yeah, sometimes I wake up and I'm a little anxious, or I have like, oh, I have to do this and I don't feel like doing it. But just those little simple tools helps change my whole attitude about myself and my day. So I hope that helps you guys, and I'm loving this journey that I'm on. It's a constant growing, and honestly, that's really the best part because I feel like I'm learning every single day about myself. So
I love that. Yay! Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. And what I love too is that, like, I invite people to share their journey, like how these beautiful humans are sharing theirs. Because when I just hear all three of them speak, it's like Kim is literally this fashionista, really cool chick, like super grounded, has such a cool like backstory to her life, and it's so inspiring to me to see her be able to like literally move across country, create a whole new network, and that's so difficult to do in our industry, and is like killing it, and now has literally brought in all these people into her life that are helping her reach her dream, and it's just manifesting like this for her, you know. And Jeff and I are recent like new friends and buddies, and when he told us on the airplane like his journey, I'm like jaw drop, because that most people are like food and weight and these types of things, it is one of the biggest struggles that most people will go through, because it's something that's a daily habit, right? We all have to eat, we all have to survive, but there's so much else that's tied into it. Like we've talked about this multiple times on this trip, we're like, sugar isn't everything. Sugar is literally like another drug, like all of these things, and it's all about that will. And I feel like especially when it comes to fitness and anyone that's in that realm, the amount of discipline it takes is the most admirable thing that's out there, because you're in a battle with yourself, which is super cool. And Lisa I've known for so long, and she's given me a million great tips and so much information about food and things that I never knew. I didn't even know how to honor my body the way that she can do with hers. And if I didn't know them and they weren't sharing that with me and their journeys, then I miss out. So for anyone else that's out there, if you have a journey, something that you're working on, something that you want to share, I encourage you to share it, because it's not just about you. Like the journey, I think, in you experiencing yourself in new ways is amazing, and that's what makes it so rewarding when we hit like these goals. But it's really to inspire others, and people will see themselves in you and then believe that they can do it too. So cheers to the journey, guys. I appreciate you all, and my journey is to just keep doing this and see what happens. So thanks, guys. Mwah. Bye.